I'm here with our new head coach for women's basketball, Erik Johnson. Coach Johnson, welcome back to BC. Last time you were here, you were an assistant coach. How does it feel now to be back as a head coach?
You have no idea how good it feels to be back. So I had an unbelievable experience here. My family loved it. I believe in this place so much, and I just can't wait to get it going again. So I've had to pinch myself a few times over this last week, make sure it's really true. But it's truly a dream opportunity for me, my staff, my family, and like I said, I'm just thrilled to be an Eagle again.
That's great. Now talk about your staff. You just hired on a brand new staff, and a couple of them are with you in Denver and at Boston College before.
You bet. So Yvonne Hawkins and I were assistant coaches together under Kathy Inglis, and we were in the Sweet 16 and had some really, really good teams. Recruited, Carolyn Swords and some of those, great players that really accomplished a lot here. So we have a great idea of what it takes to be successful, here at Boston College and in the ACC. We know the kind of kid, where that kind of kid comes from. Yvonne was our recruiting coordinator, and so it was easy. She was my associate head coach at Denver for the last 4 years. And, so when I said, hey, Hawk, you want to go back to Boston? She said, absolutely. That was an easy one. So my other two assistant coaches, Shelly Sheets and Lisa Faulkner, are both brilliant, unbelievable on the court, great recruiters, great people. They've been extremely loyal. We have a great team. But I wanted to make sure that this was the right thing. I didn't want it to just be an assumed and automatic thing where, maybe a year later, this isn't the right thing, right? So I really made them look hard. I made them come and interview. I looked at a lot of different people all over the country. As you can imagine, Boston College is a very attractive job, and a lot of people wanted this position. But I'm thrilled to say that after going through everything, both of them absolutely love this place, fell in love with this place, are passionate about it the same way that Yvonne and I are. And we made the decision to bring them along, and they jumped in with both feet this week. And so our staff is complete of assistant coaches. And then one of the Boston College's favorite sons as well, Chris Brand, our director of operations, who does all the behind the scenes work, is back in business, and this is actually his first day here back at Conti Forum, and so I think the walls are shaking a little bit with everybody noticing him coming into their offices, getting everything done. So it's a great team. The best thing I've done so far as a head coach over the last few years is hire a great staff, and I'm just thrilled to have these guys aboard.
Now, talk about the transition. I know the past couple of days have been a whirlwind for you with hiring new staff and moving to a new state. What has it been like for you, that transition?
Well, we did it when we went to Denver. And it's a very similar situation. There's good kids here. Mm-hmm. There's tradition. The players here believe in Boston College. They're here for the right reasons. What we need to do is now establish our terminology, our standards, the ways that we want to play basketball, the things that are going to be really, really important in being able to take this team to the championship level. And so we jumped in the gym right away. I mean, there's a limited amount of time that you're allowed to work out with the players. Right. And so up until right up until finals. And so we didn't want to waste a minute. So we got in the gym, started working, really establishing our culture in the weight room, how you take care of your bodies in the training room, academically, how we take care of business in the classroom, with study hall, with communication with professors, all those different things. And so the team has been very, very responsive. It's a lot of work because there's a lot of things that have to get established. We don't have the habits yet. Right. But like I said, I'm really proud of these players, and they have the things that you can't teach. They care about each other. Mm-hmm. They know that they're part of something bigger than them. They really believe in Boston College, and they're here for the right reasons. And they're hungry to be coached. They're hungry to. They're welcoming us with open arms, open hearts, open minds, and which is all I can ask from them. And so really, it's just been hitting the ground running. And then the other piece is recruiting. It's just anytime there's a staff changeover, you have to sort of reopen a lot of relationships and everything with the new school and the new staff. So I've been on the road quite a bit, and just being at the right tournaments and high schools and everything, and making sure that we're going to continue to bring in the top level of student athlete from here on out.
Now, talk about your coaching philosophy a little bit. You're all about teaching, and that's really important to you. Why is that?
Well, both my parents are teachers. My father is a physics professor. My mom was a special ed and a math teacher, and so I put the staff together sort of around. They're some of the best teachers out there. Yvonne Hawkins, one of the best post coaches in the country. when we were here, Carolyn Swords led the nation in field goal percentage for her entire career. Stephanie Murphy was the ACC Rookie of the Year, and Yvonne got to coach both of them as freshmen. They had phenomenal years and then went on to phenomenal careers. We went to Denver, and our freshman post player was the Rookie of the Year in the Sun Belt Conference, and then ended up being a regional All-American candidate and all those things. Then Shelly Sheets and Lisa Faulkner, unbelievable with the guard play. Shelly concentrates on the point guards. Lisa a little bit more with the wing players, and so they love to teach. And so I think a kid that wants to come to BC comes here for a reason. They want the top level of academics and the top level of basketball. And they want to get better. They want to be taught. They want to be pushed. And so that on top of just establishing, I think one of our biggest philosophies is that team play. Sharing the ball, high percentage shots that come from creating shots for others. And I think if you've watched the most successful Boston College teams that we were a part of, as well as our teams that we coached at Denver, that's what you would notice is that ball movement, sharing the ball, creating shots for others, that unselfishness, that team play. And so again, just really trying to establish that culture and really get these guys to buy in, which they are. And now it's just a matter of just continuing to get more sophisticated and really cement those habits in.
Now, since you only have a little bit of time left with the girls, what are a couple of your goals that you're really trying to focus on? Yeah,
well, we definitely wanted to establish the work ethic, the attention to detail, the consistency. And, a lot of them have the talent, they have the desire, but their habits aren't there yet, just in terms of, and that's what you get with young players a lot. And this is a young team. It was a young team last year. It's going to continue to be a young team. And we need to push through some of those things. So, hey, when you're tired, do you then just sort of get through the drill, get through the sprint set, get through the lift, or do you really push yourself to a championship level? What does that look like? What does that feel like? How do you push your teammates to that level? And so I've really seen some great progress in these first couple of weeks. I hope that week 3 now we're going to be able to finish out strong, because guess what? Their bodies are tired. We're sore. Guess what? Working hard is it's tough on your body. And so they hear us say all the time, hey, being really good is hard. If it was easy, everyone would do it. So what does it take to be great? And learning all those things. And so I'm seeing it in them. And so again, if you ask me what the biggest goal is for them to finish this 3 weeks and go into the summer when they're really, on their own a little bit more, really feeling what it takes to work at a championship level.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Coach. It was nice talking to you. Good luck with everything.
I'm thrilled to be here. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
All right.